So let's go ahead and talk about the
Frank, let's do a quick intro because we have less people. And normally
Okay.
we have like 80 or 90 people, but today
Correct.
we have few people. Let's do an intro. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Alok. I lead the team here at ZaranTech about all the Workday training programs and SAP training programs. I have a very good knowledge about Workday, how Workday works, everything, literally everything about Workday. Training wise, you can ask me any questions about training, onboarding, anything about your corporate training, tenant access, anything about certification, jobs, market, all of that stuff. Okay. So, with that said, let's start with a quick intro with each one of you. All we need from you is your name, where are you logging from, what's your background, and why have you chosen Workday HCM? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish? All right. We'll start with Santosh Patel. Please unmute and introduce.
Myself, Santosh. I am from Hyderabad. I'm a background of data analyst, and right now I'm looking for getting into the work as I have some info related to it, as it one of the good tool which was supposed to be in the market for so long. So because of that reason, I have chosen Workday.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. That was a quick intro. Thank you. Pravalika Y. Please unmute and introduce. Thank you.
Hi, this is Pravalika. I'm from Texas, US. So
Okay.
currently I had completed my master's and MS in electrical engineering. So I heard about this tool this tool will help me to enter in the IT sector. So I want to do this.
Okay. Great. Did you say you graduated from here in the US?
Yes, I did.
Okay. What did you graduate in? I mean,
Yeah, actually, I did my master's in electrical engineering, which are totally related to the chip manufacturing. So I want to emerge in industry, IT industry too. So I want to learn new things. So I heard this is the best tool to start with, as I am a non-coder. So yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you for that quick intro. Next person is Vineet.
Yeah, hi, this is Vineet. I'm based out of Seattle, and so I have over 20 years of HR operations and systems experience being based in the US. Maybe a few years back, I took a training from your institute around SAP Success Factor, which kind of helped me, use that knowledge for implementation of success factors. Nowadays, I'm looking at a new role in Workday, and basically a lot of the job opportunities that are out there are, they require Workday experience. So I'm trying to kind of learn this new tool to see if, that can help me. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much for that quick intro. We'll move to the next person. That is Vishnu Vijaya Kumaran.
Yeah,
Vishnu?
hello, good evening. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Vishnu. I'm based in SFO over here. I am having 17 plus years of experience, and I am a certified PMB and safe product owner. Actually, I had a career break of over 2 years. I was positioned in India, and I have to relocate. Now I have planned to restart my career again here in US. So I'm going to try my luck in Workday. I thought of trying something. At least I don't want to have a hectic lifestyle. I want a balanced lifestyle. So I thought of taking a step backward and not looking into the roles of PMB and all. Just trying to have a work-life balance where my spouse can lead and I can take the support role. So I planning to have a work like course and just join a medium level, not to senior level positions.
Okay. Sounds good. This says that. In fact, thank you. All right. Yeah, no, seriously. You will see. You'll see. All right. Next person is Swapna Kata. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Hello all, my name is Swapna, as you said. Like I have about 10 years of experience in software industry. I worked in Oracle Fusion Middleware and Azure Integration Services. Even I want to go through this Workday integration and all. Currently, I'm based out in Canada, Calgary location. I'm trying for the job. I got a break from India almost for 2 years. So just want to try in Workday integration also, as I have previous background of integration.
This is a Workday HCM training program, but we do have integration as well. All right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll move to the next person. That's Angel Silva.
Hello, everybody. My name is Angel. I'm from Mexico. I'm working as an Oracle Technical Functional Consultant in HCM.
Okay, and why Workday? Well, I don't even have to ask why Workday, because Workday leads in HCM.
Yeah, well, I want to learn Workday because I enjoy to learn new tools. For example, Workday or SAP. So that's my main reason.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much for that quick intro. We'll
You're
move to
welcome.
the next person. That is Shrav D. Shrav,
Hey, hi,
can you go ahead?
everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you all?
Good, good, good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Shavya. I am learning Workday because I felt it is interesting HR tool to learn, and my experience is more into data analytics and engineering, but I wanted to just explore this side of tools too.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. This is a good place to learn all of that. All right. Next person is Ruchita K. Please unmute, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, this is Ruchita, located in Charlotte. I was into a supply chain analyst where we were upgrading our ERP to Workday. So I wanted to learn a newer tool and newer upgrade.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Next person is Vinay Paul Thomas.
Yeah, hi guys, good morning. It's morning here in India. I'm from Bangalore. My HR professional. I have 7 years of work experience in the field of HR. Totally 9 years work experience. So I want to learn Workday so that I'm updated with the latest tools. I am an end user and I'm currently on a break from work due to personal reasons. So I thought I'll do this course and probably it'll help me get a better job in the future. So that's where
That would surely help you. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. Next person is Nidhi Sharma. Please go ahead. All right. Next person is Rajalakshmi Subaya. Please go ahead.
Hi, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Hi, hello. So I have a 13 years experience, whereas I started off with PeopleSoft and Oracle as my background. Say around 5 to 6 years, I worked in Oracle HCM succession planning. Later on, I shifted my domain. So, but right now, I'm looking back and trying to join into something related to Oracle Cloud Platform. So, whereas I can get some career progression, I'm looking for a job shift. That's the main reason.
We can surely help. All right. Thank you so much for that quick intro. Last but not the least is Candice Abrams. If you can give us a quick intro, that'd be great.
Hello, my name is Candice. I've worked in the HR field for maybe about 7 years now or so, maybe a little bit more. I'm not new to tech, but I've been trying to just learn more about Workday and things like that because I have been an end user, but I haven't been able to really use it the way that I want to. And plus, I heard it pays really well to know how to use the software. So I'm just looking to kind of transition and get into that.
Well, you heard it wrong. It does not pay well. It pays very, very well. You'll see. You'll see. We'll show you all the detail. We've been in this for the last 10 years, helped about 8,000 plus students, learners, and we have made careers. There are people in the field right now who just swear by the training we have given them. We still get references from them, referrals, quite a lot of things. We'll show you all of that stuff, okay? So we'll have the instructor Mayank here take the session, explain a little bit about the program, and then I will get into the details about the program, like how you get the access, how the program runs, how certification is important, what ZaranTech can actually do. So a couple of things I want to tell you. We are not a staffing company, okay? We are very focused training company. 95% of our business comes from corporate training. What that means is we go to customers and train them first. Okay, that's our main business. Public batches like these, which we call public batches, are run so people know what we do. There are a lot of students who come to us and says, "Hey, can you deliver training?" So we deliver them those trainings. We work with some of the top customers in the industry. We deliver trainings for them. We are their learning division. So when they have new hires or whatever, we train them. That's what we are. Some of our direct customers who we train for are big names. I'm just going to give you some big names. KPMG, we train for PwC, we train for TCS, we train for Accenture. All of these companies we train for directly. So their employees or their consultants who work on projects or who work on customer sites are trained by us. We'll show you everything, okay? So at this point, I will let Mike take over. He's our instructor. He's going to explain about the program and all the details, and then I'll get it, okay? In the meantime, if you have any questions, use chat, raise your hand, or Q&A section. Ask your questions. Thank you. Go ahead, Mike.
Sure. Thank you, Alok. Okay. So let's talk about Workday. Okay, and we'll go into the training details as well in coming few minutes. So Workday is a cloud-based ERP platform. It's an enterprise resource planning platform that provides the blend of applications which is required for the organizations to manage their workforce. So it provides the solutions for different modules as well. Like for finance, we have for human resources, for benefits, right? So organizations can use Workday to manage their workforce with the solution or the application which Workday provides. And this is the brief history of Workday, right? So it started in 2005, right, by Dave Duffield and Anil Bhusri. And since 2005, once it has been started, then it has grown immensely. So I have seen its growth since 2015 as well, because I have been into this industry since 2015. So it has grown a lot. So it has acquired many companies. It has then rolled out various other applications or the various other solutions, which is helping the organizations to manage their workforce in a better way. And we'll briefly talk about the job outlook as well, right? So this is what you can see on the slide, right? So Workday consultants draw a very good salary as well, right? So as Alok discussed, so it pays very, very well in the market. So the average base pay you can see on the screen, right? So as of now, even though on the screen you can see the top 3 industries where Workday applications are growing, but its presence is everywhere. So every type of industry, right, plus the organizations belonging to the different sizes as well, they are using Workday for now. So its presence is everywhere, and the market is still not matured. It's still growing. So we have plenty of opportunity in the Workday market. And this is what you can see in this salary trend as well. So this is the salary trend for the Workday. Hey, Alok.
Mayank?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Okay. I was like, sure. Go, what happened? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, sure. So this is the salary trend which I'm talking about for the Workday consultants, right? So they draw a very good salary, and this trend is continuing from last many years as well. And I have experienced this since last 10 plus years as well. This particular data on this chart you can see, this is very old data. This is till 2020, but the trend continues, right? So the market was not affected during COVID as well. Okay, so it was not affected at all. So there was plenty of opportunities for the Workday consultants, and which are still there in the market. These are the industries which uses Workday for now. So we have financial services, manufacturing, technology, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, and so on. So we kind of industries, for all the kind of industries, Workday's presence is there. So as we discussed, right? So it's being used across all the types of industries, and also across the different sizes of industries as well. If I talk about the course objectives, right, for the course which we are going to cover in the actual sessions, right? So this will be our course objective. Now, for the course, I will be talking about the details in coming few minutes as well, like what we are going to cover, right? So what are the topics we are going to cover, how many days it is going to take, right? So on an average for a particular day, what will be the duration of the session, and so on. So we are going to discuss that as well in coming few minutes. So with the help of this course, the trainees will be mastering the core concepts and the navigations of the Workday HCM application. They will also learn the different terminologies which we have, the business process which we have, and the different functionalities which Workday provides, which is involved in the Workday application. Then we have Workday report. Then we have connectors as well, which are going to be covered as part of the Workday HCM classes. Now, this we'll discuss about the details of this in the coming few minutes as well. So even though it says the Workday Studios and the cloud connectors, we are going to cover not in full detail, but as in the basics, what the concepts which is required for the Workday HCM consultants, right? So we are going to cover that as well. If I talk about the prerequisites before you attend this particular course, if you are someone who has experience in HR and the recruitment, this course will be surely beneficial. And also, if you are someone who already has the knowledge in other ERP platforms like SAP HCM, that is also recommended. And also, if you are someone who is completely new, right, into the IT industry or into this Workday world or into this any of the ERP, right? So don't worry, we will try to cover each and everything from basics and in very detailed way, right? So you don't have to worry a lot or worry at all, right? So if you have prior experience, it's well and good. Otherwise, don't worry. We'll cover the details, from basics and in very detailed way as well. So who should take up this course? I believe this is, you can answer this better. So, and as per the intros which we have done till now, right? So everyone understands this as well. So I won't be covering this for now. What are the training benefits for this particular course? Training benefits. So we also provide the certification options as well, which Alok is going to cover in next few minutes. Then every student who is going to be enrolled, they will be receiving the courseware or the materials. So for example, trainers are going to have the presentations, right? So those presentations will also be available for all the trainees. Everyone will be having access to the lab activities we have, right? So every day there will be a class, and for each class there will be a lab activity planned, and everyone will be having access to that lab activity as well. So the sessions for every day will be recorded, and those sessions will be the access for those sessions will be available for all the enrolled students as well. So let me show you something. We have something called as LMS, right? So that LMS access is provided to each and everyone who will be enrolled in this class. So this is LMS, how it looks like. I won't go into the detail of this LMS. I mean to say, how do you access it? But this is something which will be the go-through platform for each and everyone, right? In case you need to refer the recordings, in case you need to refer the lab activities or the presentations, or even you need to raise a ticket, right? So this will be your go-to platform. So in this, right, so let me show you something. So we have course curriculum as well. And this course curriculum will, if you can see, this is what we are going to cover in the courses, right? So in the coming course. So for example, this course curriculum is divided into three main parts. So one is we have Workday Fundamentals, we have Workday Core HCM. Now these two, then we have Workday Job Readiness Program as well. So while Workday Fundamentals and Workday HCM, this will be covered by the trainer. Okay. While Workday Job Readiness Program, it's a kind of self-paced learning program, which you can take it. So we have a lot of videos, a lot of help materials available, and with the help of support team, you can take this particular program as well. But this is Workday Fundamentals and Core HCM. This is what the trainer is going to teach you. And this complete two modules or the two sections will be completed in around 35 hours of training sessions, right? So for the first 5 hours, we try to cover the Workday fundamentals, where we talk about the Workday, where we talk about the Workday as an organization, what Workday offers, what are the projects we have in Workday, right? How do you implement a Workday project? So we are going to talk about the basics of the Workday system. So there might be few resources who doesn't know about Workday at all, right? Who might not know about the Workday projects as well, right? So we talk about all those in the Workday fundamentals for approximately of 5 hours of classes. And then we move to the Workday HCM. That's core part of the training. And that's where we'll dedicate our most part of the training duration or the training program. So this is what we are going to cover in the Workday HCM. So it's divided into multiple units. Each unit contains the different chapters which we are going to cover. So for example, we have core concepts and basic navigations, where we talk about the basics of Workday platform, right? So how do you navigate? How do you log in? What are the different options you see on the screen? So even if you are someone who is completely new to the Workday platform, right, you should not face any issues while navigating to the Workday system. So that's what we are going to cover in this core concepts and the basic navigation. Then we have something called as organizations. We have staffing models. Then we talk about the jobs and positions we have. Then we have basic comp as well. So in this, we talk about the basic comp details, which is required for the consultants like us to know, right? So in the real-time scenarios, we have dedicated consultants who especially work for the compensation. But as the Workday HCM consultants, we should know it, right? So that's where we are going to cover the basic compensation as well. We talk about the hiring of the workers. How do you hire the workers? How do you perform other transactions? We also cover the configurable security as well. What does it mean? So here we don't simply try to explain the items, right? What is security? We'll try to demo how the data is secured in the Workday system, right? So how the unauthorized access can be you know uh, can be limited for the real-time consultants who should not have access to a particular data. How do you maintain it? That's what we are going to cover in the configurable security classes as well.
Hey, Mayank, sorry to interrupt. Make sure you show them the tenant as well, the live tenant, so they can kind of get an idea. Okay, when you're ready. Just
sure, I'll be doing that. Yeah, and so we talk about the business process as well. So in the business process, which is required for all these transactions like hiring, you have, right? You have compensation. So we'll talk about the business process as well. So till unit 9, this will be the functional part of the core HCM classes, right? And then we have technical part as well. When I say technical part, where some of your technical expertise might be required. I'm not talking about the programming languages, right? It's just that you have to build some kind of reports, right? So data is already there. You have to build different types of reports to get the data outside of the system. So that's where we talk about the reporting as well. So we talk about reporting, and at the end, we talk about the integrations as well. So these 5 chapters which you see at the last under additional staffing transactions, this is purely on the integrations. Okay, so when I say integrations, and again, this will not be the integrations classes, right? Because this is for Workday Core HCM, but we'll talk about the integrations which are required for the HCM consultants to know, right? So that's where we are going to cover the integrations as well. Now, this is what the course curriculum. In this LMS, you can see that you have different other tabs available. So for example, if I click on this, right? So this is the tab where the materials for core HCM has been placed. So for example, if you scroll down, see, this is PPTs which trainer is going to refer. You all will be having access to these PPTs. Then this is the lab activities for each decision, right? For each modules, you might have to complete some kind of activity, right? So let me show you one example. If I click on this module 1, so you have to do the navigation, right? So it has step by step, the items which you have to take the help and complete the activity. So for example, you have to complete the navigation, right? You might have to create some kind of items in the system. So each of the classes will have its own activity, and the document has been placed here. You have some real-time case studies as well. So it's a kind of real-time projects which you can refer to gain some experience. At the last, you have shared by trainer tab as well. Now this section, so let's say during the classes, if I feel that if I have to provide some kind of other documents which is not part of this case studies or lab activities or these presentations, I can provide these documents to everyone, right? So this is additional document which trainer provides in case if he feels that it is required. So on the same lines, if you say here, this is the LMS for previous batch. Day session will be recorded and recorded so that trainees can refer it as and when they want. Let me show you something on the tenant as well. So on the same LMS, you will have tenant access available. So if I click on the tenant access, see, we have a different tab available, right? Tenant access. And I can access tenant from this link as well. So I don't have to go anywhere. You just have to log in. You will be getting a username and password. And this is how you log into the tenant. This is how you log into the remote desktop, and you will have access to the tenant. Let me show you. and this is a tenant, right? So here you can whatever the trainer is going to teach, right? So you all will be practicing in this tenant. See, and it's a very fast tenant, right? So you don't have to worry that it will lag and there will be any performance issues. No, there won't be any performance issues at all. So I am using this tenant for all the trainees, right, since last many sessions. So it's working as expected, and it's very, very fast. So here we can perform any kind of transactions which we need as part of the training as well. Let me brief you on the training duration as well. So as we discussed, right, so training will be, the course will be of, we are going to cover the course in approximately 35 hours of classes. Each day the average class will be 1.5 hours. Some days it can go up to 2 hours, right? So on an average it will be of around 1.5 hours on a daily basis. So we are going to cover in around 22 to 25 of days of classes for approximately 35 hours of classes to cover only these two modules, Workday Fundamentals and Workday Core HCM. So I'll pause for a moment. Any questions,
Do we
concerns?
have classes for the weekends?
No, for weekend we won't be having any classes.
On the weekend, Workday actually has a tenant upgrade happen every Saturday. So tenants are not available. And it's not available from Workday. So we can't run live sessions, because all the GMS tenants or every tenant goes for that, it's down from a certain time to certain time. It's about 6 or 8 hours. It's down. So we cannot run sessions on Saturday. So having a class on Sunday does not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we always do it on weekdays. Yes.
Hey, ZaranTech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features: bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose ZaranTech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with ZaranTech.
So for Saturday and Sunday, we won't have any sessions, right?
No. This is only a weekday batch. We can only conduct weekday sessions. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Okay. Anybody else has any question? Please raise your hand and ask your question.
Do you have do you have to VPN into the tenant all the time?
It's not VPN. It's a remote desktop. Yes. That is the only way to access the tenant. Yes.
Got it. And I'm assuming everybody will get their own credentials, right?
Correct. Another thing I will tell you right now, I'm glad that you asked that question. Like if you go to Google and type in Workday training, there are a lot of companies who offer the training program. But again, those few lines they don't tell you as they provide you tenant access. But most of the companies, 95% of the companies, they offer tenant where they have one access and they'll share it between the students. Each student will have access from one student from 9 a.m. to 11, and the other one from 12 to 2, and the third one from 3 to 5, something like that. Ours is not like that. Each student gets their own access. You can access it 24/7. No interruptions, no nothing. And then within the tenant, you have your own setup. You don't want somebody else come in and changing that setup, right? Because you're practicing yourself. So that's why we have one user, one tenant, right? So those things people don't tell you, and they enroll you, and then you are stuck. And then one day you practice something, next day you come and that's changed by some other user. It's just, it is a mess. So we have one user, one tenant. And then if anybody wants extra tenant after the time has passed, we also provide tenant access to those our enrolled students only. We don't provide tenant access to anybody outside who has not taken our training program. We only provide tenant access to those participants who have taken our training program. So yes. Anyone else has any question? Yeah, Rajalakshmi, go ahead.
So was the question related to having a VPN mandatorily for this accessing tenant, right?
You don't have to have a VPN. Ours is already connected. So if you go ahead and click on tenant tab, please.
Okay.
Sure.
Go ahead, click on no. In the LMS.
Okay, sure.
Just click on that. So see how he's going to click on the tenant. You will all have access to this LMS, the management, learning management, yeah, LMS. And then you can log into this LMS from any device at any time. Okay. All you have to be doing is that you should be logged into your Gmail. It's at site.google.com. It's so if you're logged into your Gmail, it's a social log from your Gmail. Once you're logged into your Gmail, just save this URL, and then you can go to the tenant tab, click on that button he's going to click on. Don't click on it, it's fine. And then it will go to that remote desktop. You enter your user ID password, and then you'll be in. That's it. You can actually do it from your cell phone.
Right.
Tablet.
One other question, Alok. So these assessments also will be supported by the trainer, right? Post completing the assessments or not the assessments. I mean the lab activities, assignments.
Yes.
Whatever is given, this will be assisted by the trainer after sessions, right?
So no, this is not like we are not going to do the classroom like a class where this trainer actually tells you go here, go that, do this, do that. No, this is more of like a the trainer will teach you a subject in the class. You go through the class, and then about 1.5 hours, 2 hours, go through the class, learn in the class. At the same time, we ask the student to be logged into the tenant at the same time if they want to practice. And he's going to show you what he's doing. And then related to that topic, he's going to tell you which lab you have to do. And then you just follow that lab and practice it. And if you have any questions, you can refer back to the video. But that's how you learn. So you learn in the video, in the session live, you ask your question, take notes, and then do your lab at your own pace. You can come back, and then next session, your trainer is going to cover the lab, but not everybody's lab. He's going to say, okay, this is the. You can ask the question. We can't just take each student and hold their hand and do that. It's not viable at this point. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
And then also another thing is that when we record all the sessions which you attend live, including the one you're attending now, all these sessions are recorded. Each recording is posted after the session ends in 24 to 48 hours. But normally it's about 3 hours. We always take 24 hours. And they are hosted on a different platform. It's not YouTube or anything. It's hosted on a private platform on Vimeo. And only the students of this particular batch can access that. Nobody else can access it. And you have the access for the videos for 1 year from the time you start.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And then at the end of your training also, you get 101 question assessment. It's live assessment. So the live assessment, how it works is basically there will be a live session just like this. And this is at the end. So we evaluate quite a lot. We just want to see where you stand with the training and how much help do you need later on. So, and then we provide documentation, all the stuff. At the end of your training, your support team is going to come in and be like, hey guys, we want to do a live quiz. We'll give you the date up front so you can study for it. And then there will be a live quiz assessment, and it's going to run live. So you all will have access to a portal. It's a website, and we are also having access to the website. So we run the questions. You will have 30 seconds to choose an answer. It's all live. If 20 people are taking, you can tell the leaderboard everything. It's like a gamification type of session, which runs live. And then right at the end, we can tell who scored the best, or who scored the most, all of that stuff. So we run that just to test your skill. And then we have a lot of other assessments we run when you're going for the certification as well. So yeah. All right. Any other questions till now? Anybody? All right. Go ahead, Mike. Continue, sir.
Sure. Thank you. So this is about the course curriculum, course duration, and the topics which we are going to cover. Now let us quickly talk about the Workday as well. Okay, so something about Workday. So we'll briefly talk about Workday system, Workday application. More details of this Workday application will be talked in the course curriculum. Whenever the course starts, but we'll briefly talk about now. So as we discussed, so Workday is the ERP platform, which is configurable software as a service solution, and it is purely on the cloud. When I say purely on the cloud, it means that you don't have to have any kind of in-house application maintained to access Workday. So for example, just now we tried to access Workday, right, a few seconds ago. So what we need is a machine, a laptop or desktop, URL, username and password, and that's it. You are good to go. So it's a software as a service solution, which is purely on the cloud, and you can access it from anywhere if you have access. And it provides the different applications which helps the organizations to manage their workforce. We talked about the Workday training, right? So then we have something called as Workday Origin, and the more details of this Workday Origin we'll talk about in the course in the classes. But for now, you just understand that origin is something which refers to the source of a piece of data or the starting point of a process, right? So for example, if you are someone who is interested in entering into the Workday world, right? So Workday core HCM is nothing but it's the origin. That's where you start entering the Workday world, right? So it's the starting point. So on the same lines, in Workday application, we have origin. That's nothing but that's the starting point for a particular process. And it is a way of tracking where data comes from and how a process was initiated. Then we have Workday architecture as well. So if I talk about Workday architecture, so it's details we talked about, right? So it is a software company which provides the different applications. It's purely on the cloud, and as we discussed, so it's being used across different sizes of the organizations as well. So in my experience, so I have worked in dozens of Workday projects, right? So I have worked with the client who has close to 1,000 resources or the 1,000 employees, and I have also worked with the clients who has close to hundred thousands of employees working in their organizations. So its presence is everywhere, and it's being used across different sizes of industries as well. And then if we talk about the hierarchy, so we can maintain the org structure inside the application as per the requirement from the client, right? And also we can, so these structures can easily be maintained across in the application based on the input from the client. So we have various applications in place, various solutions in place, and which we can use them. Workday also encourages the formation of cross-functional teams. So when I say the cross-functional teams, this is true for the Workday projects as well. So what does it mean? It means that in a live project, let's say you are a Workday HCM consultant, right? So even though you will be solidly working on the Workday HCM requirements, but you all will work in close coordination with other consultants as well, right? So for example, we have Workday integrations consultants in a live project. We have Workday benefits consultants. We might have the consultants from different other applications as well, right? So you all will work in close coordination to achieve a common goal. So for a project, common goal will be the implementation of a project, right? Successful implementation of a project or to support a project. So Workday encourages the formation of cross-functional teams as well. Workday also offers flexible work arrangements. When I say flexible work arrangements, as we discussed, right? So Workday is purely on the cloud. So you don't so so for example, so in my case, right? So I'm completely working, as from my home since last many years, especially after the COVID, right? So it's purely on the cloud and based on the specific project requirements as well. So we have a flexible work arrangements as well. These are some key product areas or the solutions which Workday offers for the different modules. So Workday supports recruitment, Workday supports time tracking, the benefits. So it's a complete solution which Workday provides for the organizations to manage their workforce, right? So it supports almost everything. Now, see, we are not going to cover the recruitment in the coming classes, right? We are not going to cover the time tracking or the payroll solutions. No, we simply as of now simply understand that Workday provides the applications or the solutions for all these different modules for the clients. So this is the we try to provide some more details for each of these modules in these coming slides. So for example, we have Workday recruitment. So as the name suggests, right? So if the client is implementing Workday recruitment for their organization, so with the help of Workday recruitment, they can find, engage, and select the best candidates required for their organization, right? So on the same lines, Workday supports the time tracking, Workday supports the project management, We have benefits which we can implement with the help of Workday system, right? Payroll solutions we can implement. Then, so these are some modules which Workday offers and can be leveraged by the clients. These are the application areas or the industries which we talked about, right? So its presence is everywhere. It's being used across different types of industries as well. And we can say that Workday HCM is a global to the core, or Workday application is a global to the core. Why? It's because it supports almost all the different types of modules which any client requires or the organization requires, right? And also it is designed for the people how they work. So for example, it's consumer user interface. It's very simple, it's very elegant, right? So that's what we have seen few seconds ago, right? So if I give you the tenant access, right, if I don't teach you, even then you can easily navigate to the system. You can understand that, okay, how I can navigate, how I can search the items. So its user interface, it's very simple, it's very elegant, and it's very powerful as well. It is mobile friendly as well. It is especially for the end users. So when I say mobile friendly, it is applicable only for the end users or the clients who are going to use Workday for their day-to-day activities. I'll give you one example. Let's say if if there is a client, right, so who has multiple employees. So if any employee has to raise a leave request, right, so he can go to mobile and open the application and raise a leave request. So it's mobile friendly as well. We have different actionable analytics available on the tenant. So what does it mean? It means that whenever you will perform some transactions, right, or whenever you see a profile of something in the tenant, you can take some actions into that particular profile. We'll see this in the coming classes, but it supports different kind of actions which you can take on the different objects or the different items you see on the screen in the tenant. And as we discussed, it supports collaboration as well. It requires collaboration as well. It is true for any kind of projects, including Workday project as well. Then if I talk about technological foundation for Workday, so it's a multi-tenant. What does it mean? It's a multi-tenant. So it means that a single version of Workday platform, right? So many of might get confused about tenant, right? So this platform is called as a tenant, right? So Workday application, where we perform the transactions, where we navigate, this is called as Workday tenant. So it's a multi-tenant. What does it mean? It means that a single version of the Workday platform is being served across different clients. So you won't find any client who will be using an older version of the Workday tenant. Every client, everyone will be on the same page, and they all will be using the same version of the Workday tenant. That will be the latest version. And also, we talk about the multi-tenant concept in the more details on the multi-tenant concept in the actual classes. So in the real-time projects, we have access to the multiple tenants. So what are those multiple tenants? How do we use them? We discuss them in the actual classes. But it supports multi-tenant. We have something called as integration cloud. What does it mean? It means that we have dedicated applications available from Workday, which are part of integration cloud, which supports the integrations, right? Where we can build the integrations to integrate Workday with other platforms. For the integrations, you need some kind of technical expertise or the programming language requirement as well. So for example, you need to know OOPS concept, for example, or you need to know some kind of XSLT, right, or XML. Now you don't have to worry about for this now. If you are someone who will be interested in learning integrations after core HCM, that's where you can learn the XSLTs or different other technical concepts which is required for the integrations. Then it supports security as well. So with the help of configurable security, we can protect the data with unauthorized access. So I'll give you one example. Let's say I have logged in to the tenant, right? So I have logged in as Eric. This is the account of Eric. So I have logged in as Eric. Now, if I search someone, right? So let's say I can search for a person, right? So this is Logan McNeil is a person in the tenant. So in this, I can see many information, right? So let's say if I go to the personal data, or if I go to the compensation, right? So I can see her compensation details, right? So for example, this is the amount which she's receiving on an annual basis. But why I am seeing this? Because I have the access to view the data, right? So I can completely configure this where I can restrict the access for a particular person. So I can configure security for this user where user won't be able to see the compensation details. So for now, I'm able to see because I have the access to view the comp data. Again, don't worry, this is not real-time comp data. So this is a dummy employee and you are seeing a dummy data for now. So it supports the secure configurable security as well. So that's why we say that Workday HCM is a global to the core. And that's what we have discussed till now. Then after we complete the classes, right, the Workday fundamentals and Workday core HCM with the help of trainers, then we have job readiness program as well. And that's where you it's a self-paced learning program where we have different materials in place, different resumes in place, different videos in place, which you can take help to for the job readiness program as well. So now I would request Luke to go ahead with the certification details as well, so that you all get the details on the certification process as well.
All right,
Alok?
you can stop your share. I'll take over.
Sure, Alok. Yeah.
Okay. Before that, I will run a quick poll and just want to see a poll result to see where we are. Please participate in this poll so we get to know what we have covered, if everything's good. Rajalakshmi, I can answer all your questions live. All right. I know you're posting a lot of questions on the host and panel, but I can answer all of them live.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
All right, great. So that's good. All right, I'll go ahead and quickly end this poll. Thank you all for taking part in this poll. And now I'm going to share my own screen, show you the rest of the program as well. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, there. Give me 1 second. All right. So we did share one document with you guys, which is the Workday HCM training plus certification cohort. I'm going to go over this document. Can you guys see this document, or do you want me to make it a little bigger? Is that okay? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I thought, all right. So just scroll through the document. You can, for those of you who are very new, you just can go to any section by just clicking the link. So if you want to see the upcoming batch, all the details are here, right? The registration link, which you use to attend the session, the course fee, tenant access, corporate training, all that stuff. This way you can go to any section in this document. Why Workday? So I'm going to scroll through and go over this. There's a lot of videos you can learn from if you're very new. I know it's a new subject for some of you guys. So please go through these videos. It'll help you quite a lot. It talks about what is Workday, how to start your career, future trends, one at a time. There's a lot of information to digest. That's why we are giving you, bits and pieces of information so you can digest that, understand what is Workday, how Workday works, how certification works, what is the job market, what kind of questions they're looking for, all of that stuff. So we'll cover all that. This is about us and a comparison chart. The program itself is divided into different sections. So there's a roadmap. You can go over that. I think your trainers already explained everything. If someone's very new to HR, you can just click on that, take a look at this document. Every jargon you need to know to start this training is right here. That's all you need to know. That's why most of the time you'll see the instructor say that there's not much you need to know to start with Workday. Okay, and then the fundamentals training curriculum in detail. Everything's explained step by step. If you want to see what is covered as part of your job readiness program, the curriculum is here. All of that stuff. Like we also have sections where you can get sample resumes. There's like websites. We have done all the research for you, so you don't have to. So all these resumes, anything and everything we have posted. Articles which are important for you. All of that stuff is posted here. Now, how to start guide. That is another guide. You can access that about the trainer. A sample video from the trainer from a live session. Benefits of your training program. Workday Tenant. Sometimes people want to see how the tenant works. So we have posted a video, but your trainer actually showed it live to you. what is Workday certification and why it is very important. There is a 222-page guide about Workday HCM certification. Okay, you can go over that. Certification material, list of partners, list of Workday certifications. So I'll open this first. So because I know some of the questions will come from that, so I'll just open that for now, right? And then this is your certification. This is very important. I'll cover this as well. Your cost of certification from Workday, all of that is here. Your exam question weight by topic is here. Exam platform, because you have to understand there is only one certification Workday offers, which is Pro Certs, like 2, but you will be qualified for Pro at this point. And nobody else conducts the certification but Workday. Okay, to qualify to take those certification, I'm going to talk about that. Okay, at the end of your training, you will receive a certificate of completion from ZaranTech. It's going to look something like this. So this is right here, your certificate of completion. This is from ZaranTech, that you have completed our training program. It is a downloadable certificate. It's verified. So your future employers can come and verify from us by giving us a code. There is a portal where you can enter the code, and then it'll verify that you are the person who has taken the certification. You can add this certificate directly to your portal on LinkedIn by clicking one link. All the details will be entered automatically, and showcase that on your profile, right? I'm not going to do that because I don't need it. So that's, one second, that's your certificate of completion. Again, your job readiness program, what it covers. If any one of you want to check out some of the details of our training program and your reviews, just click on this link. Go to this post. This is just one of the posts we have made. We cannot post quite a lot of links here, so you can connect with anyone. This is maybe 1% of the students we have trained, or maybe less. But you can see all these people have posted our certificate of completion. Obviously, they're going to post it after they have completed the training. And why we ask you to post that, because then when you tag us, then we comment, your profile reaches wider audience, because we have a very big following network on LinkedIn. I'm connected to over 550,000 people on LinkedIn. My profile is only 67,000, but then I also own a lot of learner communities. So if you see here, these are all the learner communities I own. Each learner community, like our data science learner community, has 155,000 followers. SAP learner community has 103,000 followers. Like that, I've got about 12 learner communities. And this is where we post 103,000 followers. And then your Workday learner community we have, and why do people follow us on our learner community? Is pretty simple. Everything we post here is free, everything. And there is literally everything we post, from how to start a job, resumes, job postings, interview question answers. We run live streams every other day on YouTube for free for full courses. We'll run a live stream for 8 hours. People join that. We showcase our certificate of completion from our learners, so it reaches 20,000 people. We post training upcoming batch details. We post anything and everything, guides. We post everything. I mean, literally, we post everything here. You can check that out. Let me post this link for you. Give me 1 second. And once you have done this, like let's say you're here, I'm going to post this link in the chat. What you want to do, it's free. What you want to do is just click on follow. Once you click on follow, you'll get this. Click on this and then go to all and save. Then you will receive every time a notification to your LinkedIn when we post content. And we post quite a lot of content. I mean, all of these content are important for you because, you're starting your career in HCM. So yeah, give me 1 second. I'll post this link here. All right, that's the link. Now, let me just showcase some more stuff. So this is your profile. I mean, some of the posts we have posted from our students, but this is, like I said, we have trained about 8,000 students. So, and let's cover that. That's done. That's my profile if you want to connect. And then these are few people. I mean, there's 10, 15 people here. Each post, there are 2 or 3 people who have taken our training and cleared their Workday certification and saved quite a lot of money. All right. I'll talk about that here in a bit. So you can see, click on this post, and then there is a link to their profile as well of the learner who has completed our training and then completed a certification. You can talk to them directly if you want. I mean, we have made it much more easier for you to kind of get all the positive reviews from our students and showcase all of that straight up here. You can also click all these links. We have shared those posts. We've also posted some Google reviews. You can see batch details. Corporate training is what we do. That's our main business. And if your employer is looking to train, bunch of employees, have them reach out to us. We can surely deliver any Workday training program. At this point, we offer over 60 plus Workday courses. Yeah, so all of that. This is a small list of our customers, and that's all about our catalog right there. About, as you can see, all of that stuff. So this is all the information you need right now to get started in Workday. Okay. Now, at this point, if someone has any question, please ask. I'll go to the LMS and explain you a little bit more about the LMS. But if someone has any question, please ask. You can unmute and ask.
Alok, I have a question. So,
yeah, please.
Workday HCM is only one module, or do we have anything apart from? Is it like HCM payroll differences or Workday function technical like that, or complete Workday HCM is only one module?
I'll cover that. Give me one second. That's why I had this LinkedIn post open. I knew that was coming. So HCM, don't worry about the word certification right now. Let's talk about the courses. HCM is concept. Okay. Under HCM, there is Workday HCM Core, Workday HCM Compensation, Workday Advanced Compensation, Workday Benefits, Workday Recruiting, Workday Learning, Workday Talent Performance, and People Experience Service. They all come under HCM. One module is HCM. Then you have student, Workday Student. For now, just ignore the word certification. These are all the list of the certification based on the modules. All right. So just ignore the word certification. Then you have under student, you have these many courses. Under finance, you have these many courses. Under payroll, you have these many courses. US payroll, UK payroll, Canada payroll, Australia, France. So you can kind of tell how many places Workday is for payroll. Then you have absence, time tracking, scheduling, and labor. Then you have reporting. Under reporting, there are all these courses. Under integration, there are all these courses. Under data loading and conversion, again, these are too much for you guys at this point. You are taking this course. That's it. That's where you start. All right. Am I clear?
Yeah, clear with that. I mean, we'll be taking the Workday HCM certification, which is the first one which is going to cover, right?
Yes. So our course, give me one second. Can you see the screen, all of you? All right, great.
Yeah.
Our course, Workday offers 2 courses, HCM Core for administrators and HCM Core Supplemental for administrators. Each course is 4 days. That is 32 hours plus 32 hours. It costs you $3,200 plus $3,200. That is $6,400. Our course is these 2 courses combined. They charge $6,400. We charge $699. After this course, you take this certification. This certification costs $800. We cannot get you certified. I mean, we cannot offer certification because there's only one company which offers a certificate. That's Workday. So to get to this certification, now why is certification so important? A lot of people will ask you. Because Workday certification is closed certification, and anywhere you apply for a job, people are going to ask you if you're certified. That's become default these days, right? You might know the subject, but in the beginning of your career, it's very important to have some certification under your belt right away. So most people I showed you on that list who have taken our training program basically covers these 2. So what people do, instead of taking these 2 courses and spending $6,400, they take our course, and because this is optional, they directly go for the certification. But then again, you cannot go for certification if you're not an employee of a Workday partner company or a customer company. Once again, you cannot take a certification, or you are not eligible for a certification if you're not an employee of a partner or customer company. So how are you going to get certified? You cannot. In the beginning of your career, you cannot get certified. But that's the advantage of joining ZaranTech, because once you become a student of ZaranTech, we have collaborations with partner companies and we refer you to the partner company, and then you get certified. You pay them the $800, which in turn they pay to Workday, and then they get you registered and you get certified. That's the whole process. That's why most people join our training program, because they can get certified. If we are not here and we don't offer this service, it'll take you 5 years from the start to get certified. Because first, you're going to get training from an institute like us, because you cannot get even training also, because Workday's whole system is closed. Until you are an employee of a customer company or partner company, you cannot even take certification or courses. So how are you going to learn? So to learn, you have to join a company like ours, which is outside of Workday, and then you take the training. After that, obviously a customer company is not going to hire you right away. So you work for AMS companies, and then you work there 2-3 years. But AMS companies cannot get you certified because they're not a partner or a customer. And then after that, once you have some experience, then you apply for a job for a customer company. Then you work there for 2 years. After the 2 years, you reach out to your manager and say, hey, can I take certification? Can you get me certified? At that point, if the manager approves, they will approve you for these two. They'll pay for your courses to Workday, and then they pay for your certification to Workday. And then you can take the courses and take the certification and get certified. That's the whole process. With us, we can get you trained and directly get in the certification. And like I said, many have already cleared the certification, and we have posted the list there. You can talk to any one of them. So they take they take our training, and then after they have practiced, they practice quite a lot on the system, they reach out to us and ask us to refer them to the partner company. We refer them to the partner company. They go there, they pay the $800 directly to them, and then they get access to the learning portal there and a Workday community where they can learn. And then they schedule their own certification tests on the portal, take the certification. If they clear it, great. If they don't, they have to wait 4 calendar days and take the certification again, pay again, and take again. And that's the whole process. The certification this is your testing information. You can read this. I'll give you a few minutes. The Workday Pro exam consists of 50 multiple choice questions. The passing is 80%. Now, here is another thing what ZaranTech has also done. This is the first in the industry. What we have also done, I'll actually show you with the post. Okay. What we have done is we have built a platform. Okay, go ahead and read this. I'll give you a minute to go through this.
What sets ZaranTech apart in SAP corporate training? It's our unique blend of expertise and innovation. We offer customized courses tailored to each client's needs, ensuring relevant, targeted learning. Our vast trainer database brings you wisdom from the best in the field. Need resources? Access our extensive training material repository anytime. We are all about measurable results, providing detailed student metrics to track progress. And we don't just teach, we build community. Join our thriving social media network, connecting learners beyond boundaries. With ZaranTech, you are not just training, you are transforming your SAP expertise.
Again, so this is the first anybody has ever done, where they built a platform to test your own skills of Workday certification practice test platform. Exclusive at ZaranTech only. We built this platform where you can go and test your skill before you take the actual certification. And their passing score is 80%, ours is 95%. I mean, if you clear ours, there is no way you will fail in Workday certification. Our platform is built. So for example, it's built for these certification at this point. But let's say you're taking this one right here. The questions on our platform is exactly the same 50 question, 120 minutes. The questions are based on the same weight as in Workday platform. I mean, when you take your Pro Core HCM certification, the questions by topic, the weight of the questions are like this: staffing, 20%, all this. Our questions are built the same way. And then, oh, give me 1 second. Somebody just sent me a message. I'll show you. So the Sunil Sharma, he actually he finished the training program, and now he is ready for the certification. So he has been registered with a partner company. He's getting ready. He has actually scheduled his certification exam. So he took the practice test for integration. He didn't score well, as you can see, and he failed. So he can take 3 attempts on our platform. So he has to prepare again, and then he takes the practice. This is the first. Nobody has done this. We are the first company to build a practice test platform. I hope everything was clear here. I will open. Oh, okay. I got to explain you this learning management system a little bit. Hopefully people are not bored here. Okay. All right. I see some. I will be back in 5 minutes. What kind of analyst? Okay. These all questions we can take that later. Okay. So about your learning platform, learning management system, you obviously get the tenant access right there. You can access it directly here. You have the course curriculum. Let me cover a little bit about the material section. Okay. Before that, let me cover the video recording. You will have the video recordings posted right here. You can view that. Meeting links will be posted here for every session. Click attend. Oh, it's not showing up. Takes time. Okay, there you go. Click and attend. Date and time. What topics are covered, duration of the meeting, attendance, everything is right here. Now, let me go over and cover the materials. When you enroll with our training program, your trainer goes over all the session PowerPoints. These are the assessments. You get the lab activity, your case, all of this stuff you get from us. These case studies you can work on at the end of the training. Your lab activity documents. I'm just showing you randomly just by opening everything. Another thing you would have noticed that all these documents or the course materials are prepared in-house by ZaranTech. We don't use any logos of Workday. This is ZaranTech's property. Everything is built from the ground up. Everything. We build it. Like this, we have over 60 or 65 plus courses we have built. Only under Workday. We offer 400 courses. SAP, we offer about 200. And AI, another 70 or 80 courses. Cloud, we offer cloud computing. We offer main 3, AWS, Azure, and GCP. Then we offer DevOps, Salesforce, Oracle, all of that stuff. All right, that's about the LMS. I've covered the LMS. I have covered your certification. I've also covered your exam, your step-by-step process of learning, all of that stuff. Now, I'm going to open it for questions. Please go ahead, one at a time. You raise your hand. I'll come to you, ask the question, please.
So, Alok, where can we access a cohort document?
What's your name? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, where can I access a cohort document, Word document, which is
in your chat?
I'm just trying to get the link, but
yeah, it's no problem. Here is the link right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the cohort document and how we deliver training. There is a Loom video you can watch. Exactly what I just told you is in this video.
Right.
Any other questions?
Not for now.
Oh, I see another hand. Santosh Patel, please ask the question.
Yeah, hi Alok. Actually, my question was answered, but still another question has raised because of that. So when it comes to the certification part, before certification, ZaranTech is conducting for tests, right? That is around 3 tests you are allowing us to complete the certification, before certification related test regarding the certification, right? So is this
it's a practice part?
Yeah, practice test. Yes. So it's for 3 times we can do it. Is it 3 times or is it more than that?
No, it's you just said it 3 times we can do it, and then it is 3 times, max 3 times. If you are not by 3rd attempt you're not cleared, then you take time.
Okay.
At least you know that you're not ready.
Yeah, understood.
That's a good thing, the only reason we do at 95% passing rate is because we make it tough, because if you clear ours, obviously you're going to clear. Why waste your $800? Because to be really honest with you, if 100 people take Workday certification, more than 50% fail. That is how Workday certifications are designed. Yes, it is tough. If anybody here is from Workday, they can talk and they can tell me, they can talk to the audience here. It is tough. It is not easy.
Yeah, because of that reason, you have conducted the practice test before so that we can clear. Yeah.
Yes. So before we did, this was just launched a month ago on ZaranTech's platform, and it is helping quite a lot of people. They can test their own skill, because before this, there is no platform. There is not even one single platform anywhere in the world who has a platform like this where people can test their skill. Yes, we have worked on it. We have about 9 certifications at this point available, but we are working on preparing all these certifications. I mean, it takes time. I mean, each certification preparation has to, you have to go with the instructor. You have 3 instructors, senior consultants working with you. You test it, you do this, you do that, you do a sample test with it and see. So it takes about 2 weeks just to prepare one test.
One more question, Alok, as it is not related to the HCM, but still I just want to clear it. Is Workday Finance is having both technical and functional, and also in HCM as well?
No, technical is only your integration part.
Okay, in HCM we have only integration part.
No. Under integration, whatever comes as technical is only technical. That's it. That's the only technical stuff you have. There's nothing. Everything under HCM is functional.
Okay. So either it is maybe financial.
If someone says they're looking for a techno-functional person in HCM, they're talking about HCM and the knowledge of integration.
Got it. So it's either the Workday Finance as well, right?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but anyways, either way, whatever you want to learn in Workday's ecosystem, always start with Workday HCM.
Yeah. So I guess it's going to be the basic part to understand what Workday is. So HCM.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take some other questions. Vinay, Paul, you have a question? Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. So how long after we have completed our course with you all should we wait to take up the test? I mean, the exams, the certification. According to you, like on your experience, how long should we wait before we take the exams? Also, tenant access is for 2 months. Yeah. So how do we practice after?
Yeah, the tenant access is for 2 months. First question, let me answer the first question. How long does it take? After you have completed the training program from ZaranTech, finished all the labs, all the assessments, all the exercises, gone through all the videos, and put in 120 hours of practice time on the tenant, you will be ready. And then you can come to us and ask us to be referred to the partner company. Once we refer you to the partner company, then you get access to what is called Workday Community. Once you get access to the community, we ask you to spend another 2 weeks going over the content in the community. Once you go over that and you have read everything on there, then we want you to schedule your certification test. Once you've scheduled your certification test, let's say your certification test is on Friday, we ask you to take your practice test on Monday, just for the safe side. If you don't clear, try it again on Wednesday. I mean, give at least 1 day gap, and then learn, and then try again another alternate day, and then go for the certification. That's how we would like. But then again, if you're very confident enough, you can directly go for the certification. All right?
All right.
Yeah, no problem. Any other question about certification, learning management system, anything? Please ask. Please feel free to ask. All right, I have another question. Hold on one second. Shravya, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Hi, Alok. So one question which I have regarding the certification is, so after we get certified, after we receive the certification of it, do we have any time frame of the limit, the value of the certification in the market to put it?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please explain?
Not in the market. The value of, no. The value is always there.
Okay.
The expiry date of your certification is
Okay.
2 years.
2 years. And after that, what are the process? Is there any other process? May I know that about it? Alok,
Once you're certified, you get something called Workday LMS ID. You can write it down.
Okay.
Okay. That LMS ID is your ID on the Workday ecosystem. Okay. So let's say you go to an employer and say, this is my LMS ID. You can verify my certification. They can literally verify your certification with your LMS ID.
Okay.
That's
Got
it.
it.
So, we always tell people to download your certificate and keep it, because if you don't renew your certification, recertify and renew your certification after 2 years, you might I don't know what the process is, but there is, I think, 0.25 credit you have to pay and recertify. There is something about recertification. It's on once you get to the community, all the information is on there. So, but you have to keep it valid. You know what I'm saying? And then once you start taking one certification, you will figure out that you want to take more certifications as well. To be, you're working in HCM for 2-3 years, then 2 years or whatever, then you want to add value to your profile and go for other courses, compensation, advanced comp, benefits, recruiting, learning, all of this stuff. If you want to stay within HCM. If you want to explore and do reporting, you can do reporting courses and certifications. Now, I know there is a lot of focus, a lot of talk about certification. We do talk about certification because that's what the market demands. But please do understand, when you go for the real interview, right, your interviewer is not going to care about how many certifications you carry. They're literally not going to care. The question will be like this. All right, what's your name? Da-da-da. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're going to say, da-da-da. Tell me a little bit about your projects you worked on. That's it. Now, they're always, if they're a smart interviewer, they'll always ask you questions about scenarios and how you handle it. That's it. How you handle this scenario, how you handle that scenario. If there was a problem, what did you do? Nobody cares about certification as much. Certification gets you in the door. But your experience, your knowledge, that's why the practice itself stands very strong. You have to practice. So they'll ask those questions. What you've done, what you've not done. In the beginning, yes, certification will get you in the door because that's the key, because you started, right? But again and again, I'm going to always focus your experience, that there's no replacement for experience, actual projects, actual work, what you've done, and that's going to come with experience. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Yeah, Santosh, go ahead, please.
Alok, will the real-time scenarios covered as part of the course?
Real-time scenarios, most of it is as per the lab, whatever is covered. Real-time scenarios, if we cover, it's going to take another 100 hours.
Okay. So the reason for asking is real-time scenarios are basically the heart of the interview, right? So basically that is the main.
So we have what is called capstone projects, which we give you. You can work on them and then build your scenarios. You know what I'm saying? So we have given you the capstone projects, but as part of you have to really work on a project to have that understanding and knowledge in real time, right? But we can give you only so many projects. We can hold your hand and have you do it, but that takes time. So that's why we give you those projects to do. Because we have a limited time to finish everything. We can, but it takes time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any questions from anybody else here. Please ask if you have any questions. If you don't, that's fine too.
I actually do have a question. Yeah, I do have a question. So how do you, based on your observation and your experience, how do you look at people who are trying to break into a role which requires, Workday experience, right? And somebody who doesn't have any prior Workday experience, but then they end up taking this program, they go through the course, they get certified. How do they distinguish themselves when they're trying to, go into that role or trying to apply for that role? And what is...
Most people I see are always coming from another HCM platform, or they are coming from a platform where they've already worked. Let's say somebody worked in PeopleSoft. They have experience of 3 years, 4 years in PeopleSoft. Now, you have to understand something. It's just a tool which is changed, not the concept. No, HCM concept has never changed. It's the same thing, correct? So that experience validates you as an HCM consultant. Yes, the tool has changed right now. You're using Workday as a tool to get the job in Workday. It does not mean, so you just have to navigate through, okay, the option was on the left side, now the option is on the right side. I'm just giving a very lame example. But everything else within the system, the project, the scope, how the project is done, all of that stuff you already know. So that helps quite a lot. And you can always mention our name, our certificate, so they know that you have done your due diligence, you've practiced, you've done that effort into learning this. And one more thing, why they call the market very good is because they cannot find certified consultants. That there is a huge demand for certified consultants at this point. Where are they? All have jobs. It's very difficult to find a certified consultant. Every certified consultant with any type of experience right now has at least 2-3 job offers in their inbox on LinkedIn. It's that simple. That's why the demand.
Got it.
All right, guys, it's about 10 p.m. Oh, Rajalakshmi has a question. Go ahead, Raj.
It's like, how do you see, like, if the core certification will be enough to pitch in, or is it advised to have one more module? Because when I was in PeopleSoft, and as an experienced professional, they always looked for core HCM plus one other module of experience. So is it the same in the market for Workday now?
To break into, we always tell you to do core first, get certified in one, and look for the jobs for AMS companies or customer companies, small, like the starting jobs, and then work on that job for a while, and then do another add to your certification, or module, learn another module. And then like compensation or benefits or anything like that. And then that'll absolutely add value. You're right. It adds value as you know more, because, people want you to know more, because they want one consultant to do 2 jobs, not 2 jobs, like know more part of the. So HCM core is the starting. This is where we start. But we offer all these courses. We offer, actually, this is very less. We offer more than these courses. And then also what we do is we customize courses for our corporate clients, because they come and say, this is the business scenario we have. Can you design a course around it? And we design courses around that. That's what we normally do. We are a bespoke Workday training company. We design courses based on your need. We just don't do the courses like Workday offer. We do it for the customers who ask, but our main niche is that we design bespoke courses for customers. And most customers have that, because every business is different. So, all right. Sounds good. Anybody else? I know it could be challenging to understand a lot of these things because it's new, but we are here. So this is something we've done too many times already. Okay.
I just have one question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please.
So after we complete the certification from your institute, is it still possible to crack a job in the market? Do we have to wait to get certified?
It is. I will never say no. It is. It's all up to you where you. Normally what I normally tell people is work at an AMS company, because AMS companies, you can learn a lot. Why? Because they are the ones who handle all the support tickets. When you can handle support tickets, you handle problems, you handle issues, you learn the system inside out. And then work for an AMS company for 1.5 years, then apply for a customer company. And your certification is still going to be valid. Recertification is not that difficult. Trust me. And then once you have certification, work for an AMS company. AMS company is going to immediately hire you. Why? Because you're certified. And then work on projects, customers, tickets. And then that way you learn the system. Then after a year and a half of experience, move on to a customer company, apply to a customer company. Company is going to obviously hire you because you're first of all certified. Second, you have experience in the AMS company. So this is the process we ask people to follow. But then again, a lot of people who come to us for training are either from corporates or from, people who are moving from Oracle HCM, SuccessFactors, SAP HCM, or Workday or any other HCM. Your PeopleSoft HCM to Workday HCM. So no problem. Ask any questions, guys. It's okay. Sometimes I feel not asking because that question might be wrong or whatever. Don't worry about it. You're starting here. We understand. So, all right. Okay. Since you guys don't have any questions, we will conclude the session. It's about 10:14 p.m. This is Central Time. And I see that a lot of you guys have said that they want to enroll for this course. Again, the training is, you already know about ZaranTech. We are basically everywhere on the internet, on LinkedIn especially. Go with some of the positive reviews. We have posted all those reviews. We have posted the real reviews, I should say. See those, talk to those people if you want to talk to. And then, we have some of the things which nobody has. Enroll soon, as soon as you can. And good luck and take care. All right, guys. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Alok. Thanks for the session.
Thank you.